Here we are back at it again with Tactics Overland. Today we're going to do a review with between the Coleman propane grill, the 2-burner grill, and the CofiYard 2-burner grill with the induction cooker, the electric cooker. And at the end of the video, I'll give you guys my opinion on which one I would be using personally for my overland and camping trips. So let me get this set up. Here's the propane right here. It's propane I'll be using for the two propane grills, the 2-burner grills, the Coleman and the CofiYard, and the induction cooker. I'll be plugging into my Jeep, the inverter. So let's get right to it. All right, so right now we're gonna get to opening this up. Actually, we gotta take this off the propane tank. As they say, safety first, right? Gotta make sure nobody messes with the propane. Let's take this off of here. It just covers the knob so nobody could mess with it and out in public and turn it on and off. Put this over here. Get that cover in there. So first off, we will start with the induction cooker. We'll see how that works. We'll time it. Yeah, we'll see how long it takes to get that to boil water. And this is the induction cooker I'll be using. I'm not sure the brand, but there it is right there. It's pretty slim. Has a little weight to it, but other than that, it's lightweight. So set that right there on the table. And then over here, I have, what is over here? Over here I have a 110 outlet where I'll be plugging it into. Just has a waterproof cover over it, so you know if any spills, anything happen up here, it doesn't get into the outlet. Just plug that in there. All right, so we'll be using about 12 ounces of water. Got that right here. It's measured. And I'm using this. That's what I use for boiling water for coffee. That's the strainer that I use for when making coffee. Just put the coffee grounds in there. Drop it in whatever cup. Once you boil the water, just pour it over the top. You got your coffee. Pretty cool little filter. And it's micro. Dishwasher safe. So you can wash in your dishwasher. It's made out of like a aluminum material, but we'll get some more details on that in some other video. But for right now, we're gonna use this right here, and some off-brand little container, but it seems to be the only one that works with this induction cooker. It's kind of weird. It's not magnetic, but it works. So throw that back up there. I don't have the remote turned on for the inverter yet, so I have to do it manually. So the inverter's on. Let's pour the water in there. And this, I believe, is a 1500 watt or 1200 watt. I believe it's 15. I'll try to find a link and put it in the description below. Got it off Amazon. Been holding up for a while. I had no issues with it. I normally, to cook pretty much everything, I think I get it up to about 800 watts. Normally you need around like 600 watts to pretty much cook your basic stuff you need to cook. But I'll be running this off a 1000 watt inverter. So it holds up and it works. Let me get a stopwatch here. Alright, so my battery is at, get to the battery here. My battery's at 99%. So we'll see how much of that drains that just to boil this water. And let's get it going. Came over here to turn the inverter on and forgot to turn it off. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's turn this on. So we get that turned on. All right, so let's get this up to, we'll start at 600. Actually, we'll just do the 8. We'll start the timer. Timer's going. And we'll see what we get this up to on the time to get it to boil. See if I can get the camera over here a little better. Once again, it's at 800 watts. Right now we're at a minute. And it's boiling up pretty quick, starting to steam. It's 800 watts. And we'll call that a boil. Turn that down. So about 3 minutes to boil that on the induction cooker. Just turn that all the way down. And once you turn it off, it just stops. But you have boiling hot water ready to go. So within 3 minutes, this thing boils your water. So okay, so we get 3 minutes for that. Now let's go over to the Coleman grill. Actually, we gotta let that cool down. It has like a cool down process. It would shut off once it's fully cooled down. It has a fan inside here, so it keeps it cool. So yeah, so we'll let that cool down, then we'll jump over to the Coleman slimline. It's a really slim burner. Actually, that cooled down pretty quick. It already shut off. All right, now we're switched over to the Coleman propane grill. The 2-burner grill. This is what I always used to use before I got the induction cooker. Never had an issue with it. Coleman been around for years, way before me. So yeah, Coleman gear always works. And then also, almost forgot, that's the battery percentage from the battery from boiling the water on the induction cooker. It was at 99.3, now it's at 94.8%. Which, yeah, it's gonna use a lot more power from the dual battery. But I also have a 200 watt hard mounted solar panel on top, so that will top itself back off pretty much by the end of the night. So that's that. So let's get to this. Let's go to the timer. Once again, 12 ounces of water. empty. It's cooled off. Let's get that going. All right. Let's turn the propane on. And with propane, it takes a process. So you have to start it, so we'll reset that. And we'll hit start. A couple of seconds late on it, but it's what it is. So we got that going. There's that timer for that one. Go right here to I'm gonna move that around a little bit. So it's already coming to a boil. Oh. Yeah, you gotta hold the camera a little further away. So it does put off some heat. I'm just gonna back here a little bit. Trying to turn that up to the max. I believe this propane grill is 20,000 BTU. And I believe the CofiYard is 17,000 BTU. There's no heat there. And right now we're at 2 minutes. It's coming to a boil. Starting to see bubbles down at the bottom and on the sides. At 3 minutes. Still hasn't came to a full boil yet. And we'll call that good. And that was at It was at 3, it was like at like 350 or something like that. Say about 350 on that one. So yeah, let's get to the CofiYard. All right, here we go with the CofiYard. Let me grab that one. This is pretty much cooled down to the touch. This one comes in a bag, which is convenient. Haven't used this yet, haven't tested it. Just did a review on it not too long ago. So there's that one, smaller footprint. Folds. This one's a little different. You have to put the hose the other way. But same concept as the Coleman. That twist on there. Run that down to the hose for the propane. All right, that's it. That's pretty much a smaller footprint for that one. All right, let's turn on the these are off. That's the clicker to ignite the propane. Ooh, uh-oh. That might not fit on there. Interesting. Well, so I guess anything smaller this size won't fit on these grates. I prefer to use the same container, but it looks like I might have to get a different pan. All right, so I got a different pan. It's a little bit bigger, but I'm gonna put the same amount of water in there. That'll fit. I try to get the smallest one I can find. The smallest one I can find. Same amount of water. 12 ounces. Pour that in there. Got the timer ready. Like I said, for the Coleman, it was about I'm not sure what I said. I have to look back at it. I think it was around 350. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. So yeah, let's get this going. Like I said, this is the first time using this. Got that going. Start the timer. No. Kind of like the way this one sounds. Kind of sounds like the jet boil. Okay, let's bring this a little closer. Gonna keep its distance because it is a flame. So. Like I said, this one's a 17,000 BTU. The Coleman was a 20,000 BTU. And the Induction Cooktop, well, I just straight electric to heat it up, so I'm not really expecting this one to outperform the Coleman just because that one puts out more BTUs. But we'll see. Heat going on there. The camera, I'll just pull away a little bit. It's not really a boil heat. Well, there's little bubbles at the bottom, so let's get in there. Right now we're at almost 2 minutes. So we can go up a little higher. It's starting to come to a boil now. Right now we are at 3 minutes. So let's get in there. Compared to the 20,000 BTU Coleman, I don't know. I think this one is doing pretty good. Already at 338. And we'll call that a boil. Still fine. All right, we'll let that propane burn off from the hose. so I don't have propane in my lines. So yeah, that one was about 4 minutes. I put you a little later, but so yeah, about 4 minutes. Not too far off from the Coleman. Oh, still going. Let's see. Yeah, it still has propane in the lines. Just let that burn out. The tank's already off. So, yeah, I think compared to this one and the Coleman, I know this one's pretty quick. All right, I finally got the propane out of the propane line. But for right now, so we have the Coleman, the CofiYard, and the Induction. So you've seen the time on those. I believe this one was a lot quicker, which this one always stays in my vehicle. Mainly be using that one, but it'd be nice to have a backup propane. So it comes down to these two. 30-second difference, 17,000 BTU, 20,000 BTU. Yeah, size difference. This one's a lot bigger. I could save space with this one, because this one does fold up. It's pretty much the size of the palm of my hand. I can save space with that one. Fold it up, throw it in the drawer. This one, I have to put in one of the Pelican cases up top. And that just takes up half the case that I could store other stuff. This right here goes in a case and it sits right in between, right down in here between the side panel and the drawer right there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna, for 30-second difference in cook time, well, boiling water, I would assume it would be the same with cooking. I think I'm gonna go with this one for a while. Try it out, see how it works for a couple of months. Because being out in the backcountry, I mean, you don't want to be spending most of your time cooking. And you want to have less stuff to take with you and more space to, space is everything in an overland vehicle. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try this one out for a couple of months and get back to you guys with the updated review. But yeah, with 30-second difference between these two, I don't really see that much of a difference. And like I said, this one, the Induction, I'll be using pretty much every time I go out. Saves on propane. It's electric. It's connected to my dual battery system, which during the day it's constantly recharging, with the 200-watt solar panel up top. So yeah, I think we'll call that as what it is. So yeah, let me know which one you would take out with you. Something more compact, Coleman that everybody knows, or if you have a dual battery setup with the inverter, would you take a electric cooker? I think I'm gonna so far 100% stick with the electric. I'd rather put that extra money instead of propane into fuel to be able to go out a lot more. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with this one for a couple of months. Get back to you guys on a more updated review. See, store's more compact. I don't have it closed all the way. Compared to this one, big difference. And yeah. So yeah. So if you like this content, you want to see more reviews of outdoor gear, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and feel free to comment to this video, any of the previous videos of anything that you see. I'll try to post the link to this in the description. I believe I have the link to this one. I'll post that in the description. And this one, I believe a while back, I bought it at a Sam's Club, so I don't have a link to that, but if I can find one, I'll post a link to that one as well. So yeah, like I said, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video. Yeah, till next time.